You're going to regret ignoring this video, and by the time you realize it, it'll be too late. Right now, while Bitcoin pulls back, Solana memes are bouncing insanely hard. Coins like 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗡𝗘𝗥, which did a 10x from my show, Mask already up 2x from our entry 1 or 2 days ago, and 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛𝗛 also are reaping from tiny market caps. These are not just random pumps, they're early signals of the next 1000x meta unfolding in real time. Today I'm going to break down 14 explosive high-performance Solana meme coins and tracking these exact setups, the levels, the narratives that could deliver life-changing gains to you all. This window won't stay open forever. You only get chances like this once per cycle, and the final charts might be some of the most overlooked 10,000x, 1000x even plays that I've seen all year. So do me a favor, press that like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, let's get on to it. Here we are, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, with 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗡𝗏. This is one of the best trades shown on this channel, at least this month, I think. I had triggered here that this was the supposed entry level between 3.8 and 2.4. Yeah, the price sort of like went down a little bit below. It just had this massive accumulations on all throughout the end of May from 20th until the 30th. And in the beginning of this month, it just started exploding. Now, the thing is, I sold very early here, but I have some people on this show that actually got an extra 2 to 3x on this trade. Obviously, by the looks of it, you should take some profits now if you're up massively. Some people here, like for example, one of my followers, Big Trail, said, thanks for 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗡𝗏, I'm up 5x and going. So yeah, this is what the show is all about. Giving you guys some of the best trades and some of the best ideas. And we're gonna catch the next 1000x here live on the show. We already caught something close to like 100x trades, but I'm gonna try harder to give you guys even more alpha. Another great trade that we nailed a few days ago was 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛𝗏 right at this line, at this bullish fair value gap, 2.19 million market cap, which was where the move started, and then it pumped to 6.45, 6.50, and you could have gotten a 3x on this trade. Then I told you guys, look, if you haven't entered 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗏, set some limit orders right here, and these limit orders got hit. So let's see what happens next. I still think there's more room to grow when it comes to 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗏, but you just gotta have some patience. But I'm still bullish 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗏, and I think we can get more than a 3x. Another trade, okay, that we nailed here on the show a few days ago. I was like, don't buy Mask here. I know you're super excited. The chart's pumping, it's looking amazing. This is the top. It looks like a top because look, one of the things that tells you that this was the top is right here, a lot less volume. The volume was sort of decreasing on this another pump, which just tells you that after this, there's not going to be any gas left for the trade. Anyways, I charted the bullish fair value gaps at 10.74 right here because this was support before the last move, and 8.30 because this was resistance before the move, and also 4.99 because this was the first resistance before the entire move. And they basically both got hit. It entered the two bullish fair value gaps. The second one, because this is so bullish, it just barely entered. And this was another amazing trade. I mean, it just keeps on going and going. If you got the bottom, you could have been up a 3x. If you cut it a little bit above or got more of an average, you could be up 2.5x. I'm up 2.5x on this trade. I think it looks amazing. Obviously, take some profits, then just leave a moon bag. And whatever happens, let's say this is the next 1000x. Okay, your moon bag is gonna 100x. It's gonna 10x from here, and it will become big or a bigger part of your portfolio again, and you don't have to worry. But I do think that based on this chart, on this V-type recovery on Mask, I think we're gonna see all-time highs. And this is looking to me like it could be the next sort of house 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏. Remember a month ago when we were charting it and grabbing it at 2 million, 3 million before these things went to 100 million plus? Well, Mask could be the next one. Let's see what happens. Then, my friends, we have Aura Farm. Aura Farm also had a nice pump to 3.57 million market cap. As I was telling you guys, this is very likely the end of this sort of sideways large reaccumulation. Charts like this, they have big distributions. When they go explosive, they pump a lot. So yeah, I think this is going to be the next 9x. And if you're watching the show, you should have entered yesterday, 2 days ago. And I think this rocket ship, once it leaves, it's going to pump hard. The top of the fib, based on my previous entries in March, should be 7.63 million market cap. I think this is where the chart will enter some resistance, but it can definitely go higher. Then another one that we nailed on the show this week, Prompt, as I was saying, at 2.5, 2.4. This is a good buy. It sort of pumped, retraced, you got a second entry at the bullish fair value gap, and now it went to 5 million market cap, and I think it's going to continue and make new all-time highs. Looking very bullish. This is another trade that we nailed here on the show. So you see Mask popped something like 2x, a 3x, 10x for my entry. This one also up something like a 1.5x. KT also up. Everything is pumping right now, okay? This is the beginning of the next rallies. So I had my buys already placed on Axiom, and that's the only way that I don't miss these. I just go there, I drag it, limit order, I just let it rest and let the price come to me. So if you want to trade like a pro, use my link under the video, which is the Axiom link. And I'm still working on my group. Once I open my private alpha group, which is going to be free, but only for my Axiom referrals, you will be able to get in. So continuing, another one that's very bullish is 𝗃_coin. What's interesting about this one is very bullish. I sort of like missed after this move here. The chart wasn't looking too good here, and I kind of like missed it, but I think we can get a good entry at 5 million, and 5.57 million market cap, which is the support line before the last part of the move. So right between 5.57 and 4 million market cap, okay? Anywhere between this bullish fair value gap is where you could possibly stack some limit orders to catch this one, which is doing quite nicely. It's looking very strong. It's looking quite bullish. It actually looks like it doesn't want to go that deep. Let's move out of Solana and into Hyperliquid. This is one of my Hyperliquid trades I've been in since the bottom. Very similar chart to the biggest Hyperliquid meme. I think it's gonna do something like a U-shaped type pump and then print a cup and handle. These cup and handle patterns and these type of charts are very, very, very common. At the end of the day, this is gonna be a 17x for us on the show, okay? It's still moving. There's nothing much happening. When it comes to Hyperliquid, I position myself at the bottom. As soon as I started seeing these charts sort of like go sideways, and my trading strategy for these Hyperliquid charts is just buy and hold, wait for a retouch of the top line and take profits. But if you're looking for a 4.3x, this is it. You can still get something like a 4x on pip. Then my friends, 𝗃_coin. As you're seeing, the bulls and the bears are fighting. Look at these candles, okay? This is infighting between bulls and bears. This is bullish. This is a bullish signal, and I honestly think the bottom is in for 𝗃_coin. That's what it looks like. There's not much to update when it comes to 𝗃_coin. The only thing I'm gonna add is if it breaks into 27, 25, if it breaks below this previous bottom, then I think it's definitely gonna go to 80. To me, this looks like it's very unlikely. I must rephrase, it looks very unlikely. 10% or less chance to happen. This is when you buy a house. Chart-wise, TA-wise, this is when you buy. And I bought some more, and I don't think you guys will regret it. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Another one that's worth the wait, do not sell, is 𝗃_𝗏. The whole ICM meta, I think, is about to wake up again. 𝗃_𝗏 bounced nicely. This is the signal that I was looking for. I have a ton of 𝗃_𝗏, and I am looking to sell this close to all-time high. So I am expecting to get at least a 9 to 10x here on my 𝗃_𝗏 trade. I bought some more a little bit higher. When 𝗃_𝗏 starts coming here to 20 million market cap, I'm basically in profits again because I did a good average here down here. But yeah, I think 𝗃_𝗏 is going to do quite well. You just got to be patient. And why? Launchcoin also started pumping. Look, it's happening kind of like I drew it in a way. It hit the top resistance line. Once this resistance line actually gets broken, I think we can start moving into all-time high territory on launch very, very, very fast. I think people are starting to get kind of tired of some of these pumped out fun coins, and they want to move into a new narrative. And this ICM narrative, if you stick to it, if you actually pay attention, I think it's gonna end quite nicely. So you can still buy Launchcoin cheap. I think 140 is cheap. I think 100 million, it hit 100 million like 3 times. You had your best possible entry, as I stated on the show countless times. And now it's time for a recovery, and that means basically new all-time highs. So if you want to stack some Launchcoin right here in this bullish fair value gap, I still think it's a good price. Now on to the final one that bounced quite insanely hard is AWR. AWR from the bottom here basically pumped 80% while the entire market corrected. It actually touched 6 million market cap, and it's also just doing a reaccumulation into that 10 million market cap range. Once it reaches there, I think we're gonna go past it. If we break through this resistance, I think we can confidently break through it if this accumulation here is large enough, which appears to be, and then we can move into 20 million market cap, maybe even higher. So if you want something like a 5x, I think AWR here is a good 5x with an amazing community. Now here's the thing, 𝗏𝗏 did a clean 10x, but if you weren't already in before that kind of broke out, you kind of missed it. And honestly, the only reason I caught this play, even though I didn't trade it perfectly and I exited too early, was because I had a limit buy order preset on Axiom right at the entry range, and so it wicked basically into that zone for seconds before it started reaping. You don't have time to react manually when these things go vertical. So if you want to catch these exact kinds of entries before they explode, click the link under this video and sign up to Axiom. Every day I update live entries there, and I'm also opening a private group only for Axiom referrals, as I stated countless times, and that's where I'm going to share, you know, stuff like sniper entries, daily filters, alpha, before even I mention it on Twitter. And this group is going to be kept only for active traders using my Axiom link. So if you want to trade with a serious edge and be part of the best performing meme coin squad out there, this, my friends, is your shot. Thank you very much. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.